Hi, it's November 17th. I haven't done a video in a while, so I figured I'd do one today. I've been really busy, which is why I haven't been able to do it. I'm continuing to ruck, and it's gotten cold and windy, which I don't mind. Once you put on the vest, put on the jacket, and you start rucking, you don't even notice it, and you feel great when you're done. So that doesn't bother me. Wind and rain, that don't bother me. The only thing that does is if it, not so much if it snows, but if there's ice on the ground, and I don't want to take chances at slipping and falling and breaking something. So when that happens, I'll wear my vest and use my stationary bike. And I've used my stationary bike with the vest a few times already, and it's worked out great. So I'll continue doing that. When I have to deal with ice. But if we get no ice, then I could end up rucking during the whole winter if there's no ice and snow. I would recommend if you are rucking and if you've done it for a while, maybe then look to find a place to do it with hills. My block has a big hill at the end, so it's nice, especially the last time around when I'm going up there and exhausted and I got to go up the hill one more time before coming down and ending. So find hills. Myself and my wife, we go to a state park not far from our house, and called Breakheart Reservation, and they have trails, and each trail is at least a mile. And when you do that with the vest, it's great. I mean, it's a phenomenal workout. Even without the vest, it's a phenomenal workout. We've done that a few times, and that's been fantastic. I did also do some research into the issue I have with blood behind my right eye, and I found out it may be caused by strain, and particularly, I think my strain is coming from lifting heavy weights. So I've kind of had to look into that and make a decision not to do that anymore. I did go last week and I worked out, and instead of lifting heavy, I lifted lighter and I added more repetitions. So I may have to do that going forward. But boy, I'm going to miss that because I love lifting heavy weights. I love, doing the heavy lifts and then feeling like, wow, really great afterwards that you've accomplished something. But I guess I'll have to get used to the lower weights and more reps. It was funny, 30 years ago, I lifted 6 days a week and it was all heavy lifting, and I got in the best shape of my life, and it felt so good. I know I'll never get in that same shape at 67, but maybe if I just keep with the lower weights and higher repetitions and just stay consistent with it, I can still make progress there too. So hopefully that will be satisfying. I also recently had an issue where after eating clean for 2 years, high fiber diet, no carbs and minimal sugar, I had get-togethers with family and parties, birthday parties and things like that, and ate a little bit too much junk, mostly sugar, some carbs, and I felt miserable for like 2 weeks. My digestion was just horrible. I felt miserable. So I went back to the diet of low carbs, almost no sugar, high fiber. And the last week or two, I've felt fantastic. I felt really good. So I'm going to stay with that. And I recommend that if someone wants to really take care of digestion issues, take that approach. But talk to your doctor anyway. I did go to my son's engagement party a couple of weeks ago. He's getting married. He's with his fiance. They're going to get married in about a year, but in April, they're going to have a baby. So I'll be a grandfather, and I'm looking forward to that. So that was great. But the party, they had all kinds of cakes and cookies, but I was good. That was in the middle of my digestion issues. So I didn't eat any of that stuff. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I think it would have prolonged the digestive problems. But like I said, since I went back on eating clean, I felt fantastic. And I still today feel fantastic. So I'm going to stay with that. Also, in addition to the rucking and the lifting, I've been doing a ton of raking of leaves. It's funny, we live on a corner lot, and every time I go outside lately, I rake up leaves, I go out the next day, and there's more leaves. So my theory is the people up the street probably aren't raking theirs, so it all blows down here. But it's a good workout. I used to have issues a while back with raking leaves because my shoulder would kill me. But then I saw a video from a doctor saying, when you sleep at night, don't put your arm over your head because it locks your shoulder, and that will cause you problems. And for years I had problems with my shoulder, and I always slept with my arm above my head. After watching that video, I don't do that anymore, and now I can rake for hours, and I don't feel bad at all. Back a while back, I would rake even for an hour, half an hour, and my shoulder would kill me for days. But now I do it no problem. And lately, there's been plenty to do. But I guess I can't complain because at least it's leaves. When the winter comes, we get all the snow, shovel it out, and next day I go out and there's more snow blown down here. So I'll take the leaves for right now. That's a lot better. The other thing I did recently was Friday night. I went with my two sons and we went and saw John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater, 80 years old, doing a tour, and it was just fantastic. We really enjoyed it. Hadn't heard the Creedence music in many years live, so it was great to see that, and we had a wonderful time. So always good time with my kids, but especially hearing good music. So we had a good time. But I will do another video. I'll try to do one probably, I say, the end of this week or the beginning of next week, and I'm going to try to stay more consistent with it. But until I do the next one, stay healthy, stay happy.